परराष्ट्र मन्त्री डाक्टर नारायण खड्काले विश्वमा समझदारी र सहयोग बढाउन विश्ववासीको साझा भविष्य सुनिश्चित गर्न तथा साझा हित प्रवर्धन बहुपक्षवादबाटै हुने बताउनु भएको छ। संयुक्त राष्ट्रसङ्घको 76औं महासभामा मन्त्री खड्काले बहुपक्षवादको अपरिहार्यतामा नेपालको अटल विश्वास रहेको र त्यसको केन्द्रमा संयुक्त राष्ट्रसङ्घ रहेको बताउनु भयो। उहाँले सहयोग, एकता र आपसी विश्वासको धरातलमा सुदृढ, समावेशी र परस्पर समृद्ध बहुपक्षीय प्रणाली निर्माण गर्नुपर्नेमा जोड दिनुभयो। अल्प विकसित एवं भूपरिवेष्टित देशको रूपमा नेपालको विकासका संरचनात्मक चुनौती अद्वितीय रहेको भन्दै उहाँले सन् 2026 सम्ममा अल्प विकसित राष्ट्रवाद र स्तरोन्नति गर्ने योजना नेपालका लागि अवसर भएको धारणा राख्नुभयो। उहाँले सन् 2030 सम्ममा उत्थानशील जलवायु विकास पथ र सन् 2050 सम्ममा शून्य उत्सर्जनका लागि नेपालको प्रतिबद्धता दोहोर्याउनु भयो। नेपालले आफ्नो कुल जनसङ्ख्याको झन्डै 20% खोप लगाउन सफल भएको जानकारी पनि दिनुभयो।
It has high importance to the safety and security of UN peacekeepers and the need for adequate training, resources, and modern technologies. It is in this spirit that we endorsed the declaration of shared commitments in support of action for peacekeeping initiatives. Nepal has endorsed the Kigali Principles on the protection of civilians and supports the UN Secretary General's system-wide zero-tolerance policy for sexual exploitation and abuse and aims for zero-case scenario in peacekeeping. As one of the largest troop and police contributing countries, Nepal believes that such countries deserve more senior level positions both at the headquarters and in the field based on the level of its contributions. Excellencies and distinguished delegates, Nepal condemns terrorism in all its forms and manifestations and denounces all activities aimed to fuel social discord, communal conflicts, and intolerance. There is a need of robust global cooperation to effectively implement the UN Global Counterterrorism Strategy, to combat and control financing of terrorism, and to fight the organized transborder crimes. This underlines the urgency for conclusion of a comprehensive convention against terrorism. It is worrisome to see new signs of arms race through modernization of nuclear arms and weaponization of outer space among big powers. We call upon them to divert precious resources from military spending to addressing the COVID-19 pandemic and lifting the most vulnerable people out of poverty. The mechanism of disarmament, as well as the measures of non-proliferation and confidence building have been installed. Nepal calls for general and complete disarmament of all weapons of mass destruction in a time-bound and verifiable manner. As the host of the UN Regional Center for Peace and Disarmament in Asia and the Pacific, we are committed to supporting the works of the Center and reviving the Kathmandu process for promoting regional efforts on disarmament, arms control, and non-proliferation. Mr. President, whether it is the rising of sea levels or melting of Himalayan glaciers, hurricanes, storms, floods, or fires, climate change has become an existential threat to humanity. Reports indicate that warmer conditions have even prompted animals and plants to adopt new habits and evolve new traits. Nepal is home to 8 of the world's 14 highest peaks, including the top of the world, Sagarmatha, the Mount Everest. Sagarmatha stands as an icon of adventure seekers and the Himalayan heritage for us. As the environmental concerns are growing, we need to raise environmental awareness. While we welcome climbers from around the world, we expect climbers' cooperation to bring back the garbage from the high mountains to maintain their sanctity. We must find a common ground and practice tolerance and harmony to confront these unimaginable problems. My delegation considers that democracy and multilateralism have no alternative to overcome the stress and strains of the day. It is also the best antidote to the risk of civil conflict in ethnically diverse societies. I feel happy to share with this august audience that the unity in vast diversity is Nepal's strength. Thanks to the democratic culture and the harmonious way of life, Nepali people's resilience in times of hardship and suffering has remained exemplary, as seen in the aftermath of the devastating earthquakes of 2015 and the COVID-19 pandemic in recent times.
मन्त्री खड्काले महामारीका कारण दिगो विकासका लक्ष्य हासिल नेपालको प्रयासमा जटिलता थपिएको बताउनुभयो। उत्थानशील पुनर्प्राप्तिका निम्ति प्रयास भइरहेको र अझ असल एवं सबल निर्माणमा अग्रसर हुँदै दिगो विकासका लक्ष्य प्राप्ति नै नेपालको एकमात्र उद्देश्य भएको उहाँले बताउनुभयो।